Welcome into day 14. It's the last day of week 2 and we've got another recovery and grow day on the schedule. You know the routine by now. Get your at least 30 minutes of mild to moderate activity in, get your stretching in, get your meals in, get your supplements in, and allow that body to grow. So today's question that I'm going to be answering is, can I follow along with this program and gain muscle if I don't have access to a gym, if I'm training at home? And the answer is yes. While it's certainly not ideal, especially from the progressive overload aspect, you can absolutely achieve an impressive physique by working out at home. So I'm going to show you what I believe are the essentials that you should have if you don't have access to a gym in your home to be able to follow along and build muscle on this trainer. The first piece of equipment I recommend would be investing in a pair, or better yet, a set of dumbbells. I would recommend going with 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 pound dumbbells, so that way you have a weight that works for both upper body training and lower body training across various strength levels and allows you to progress. Secondly, I would advise getting a in-the-door pull-up bar. Now you do have to be careful with these and make sure that you're installing them properly and using them correctly. But if so, these can be an amazing asset to your home gym. You can do pull-ups on them, you can do hanging leg raises for core, you can bring the bar down on the floor and do push-ups with various grips on them, and as you can see in this picture here, you can take resistance bands and hang them from the pull-up bars and loop them around so that you can do tricep press downs or rows for your back. This is definitely a tool that I would recommend getting for your home gym that's simple, not that expensive, but very versatile. Which goes into our next piece of equipment that I would recommend investing in, which would be resistance bands. Having 3 different resistance level bands is a perfect place to start, an easy, medium, and difficult resistance. You can use these for upper body exercises such as bicep curls, upright rows, and side laterals, or for lower body exercises such as squats. Again, you can also hang them from your doorway pull-up bar to do different tricep press down or row exercises. You can also combine the bands so that you're using 2 or 3 bands doubled up together to provide even greater resistance as you get stronger. While not mandatory, this last piece of equipment I highly recommend investing in. A stability ball is not that expensive, around $20 or $30 for a good one, and you can use it for any seated exercises such as overhead presses or seated curls. You can roll out into a bridge position for any chest pressing, fly, or pullover exercises. You can also use it for core with various types of crunches, twists, and sit-ups, and you can use it for hamstring exercises lying on your back on the floor with your heels on the ball and curling your heels into your butt as you come up on a bridge. This is definitely a piece of equipment that will be an amazing bench alternative for your home gym. For more home workout ideas, you can check out the videos I filmed during lockdowns while all the gyms were closed and I had to train from my apartment. From there, it's up to you to be consistent and to get creative to find out how to progressively overload on these exercises. I remember being desperate enough where I would use a broomstick with lunch boxes and I would put weights in the lunch boxes and hang them on the edge of the broomstick so I could do curls and overhead presses. Remember, if you have limited access to weight, another variable that can be huge in making the weight feel heavier is to really slow down the tempo on the repetitions. This can be very helpful in helping you to maximize the contraction along every inch of the range of motion and movement and make the weight feel heavier than it is on the muscle. I also highly encourage you to look into exercises that you can do unilaterally, especially for legs, as this makes the exercise much more challenging. If you don't have access to a barbell, doing body weight squats will probably be too light to cause much hypertrophy and growth in the legs. However, if you're doing split squats with one leg back on a chair and holding a pair of dumbbells, that makes the exercise much more challenging on the muscle and you can get away with using lighter weight while still stimulating growth. Remember, a muscle responds and grows to an overload of tension and resistance on it, not necessarily the weight. So to sum it up, where there's a will, there's a way, and if you really want this, you've got this. Just make sure you have some of the basic equipment, you're mastering the form, getting good contractions on all of the exercise, and you're overloading as much as possible. And remember, if you have purchased the trainer, you do have access to the app. So all of the exercises that are in the workouts, you can search in the app for exercises that work that same muscle group until you find one in the exercise library database that you can do from home. All right, enjoy the rest of your day of recovery, and I will see you tomorrow for another workout.